One NHL game tonight. Game 5. Carolina, Montreal in Carolina. We're going to take apart that game plus all of the baseball. We got some college baseball, a World Series Classic, whatever the hell it's called. Bunch of kids playing ball. We're going to talk that. UFC. Art DiCesare joining us. Joe Raineri. Joe won his 5% yesterday. San Antonio first half. I won my 5% yesterday on the under. How did the books do yesterday, Art DiCesare?
Well, the Spurs result was not a good result for us. It was a small betting card yesterday. Obviously, baseball was limited. There was no hockey. So, yeah, Spurs winning and covering, not good for us.
Yeah, no, that was, I would imagine that wasn't great. Now, any liability, Art, in the futures market for you? I mean, is it better for you that the Spurs win, the OKC goes to the championship? Does it matter?
Yes. OKC and the Knicks we do well on. The Spurs we do not do well on. We want the Spurs out of there. The Western Conference really isn't anything, but the NBA championship, the Spurs would not be a good result. So we're rooting for Thunder to take on the Knicks for sure.
Wow.
There we go. And if that happens, what will you be rooting for? The Knicks or the Thunder? I would assume you're holding some Thunder future bets.
Yeah, but their number's been so low all year that if the Thunder were to win, it'd be good.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. There you go. Yep. And they're playing, obviously, tomorrow. OKC minus 3.5. Total come down now, Joe. We saw a 220 yesterday. Now we're down to 212.5 in some books. Is this more a reaction of the tightness of Game 7? Because they are constantly going over this number.
That's exactly what it is. We open, obviously, Thunder 3.5, down from 6.5 in Game 1. So you see how much it's changed throughout this series. You mentioned there was a 220 last night. Now you're 212.5 in a Game 7. But that's the nature of the Game 7s. For the most part, people do want to bet unders. But these Game 7s have actually, like you said, Prez, they've been going over. So I think eventually we'll see some money come in on the over. Obviously, it's not going to approach 220, but I think this total is going to creep up.
Joe, OKC minus 286 to win the series. That seems like a pretty crazy number, given that they're minus 150 to win the game. No, that was the opening.
That was the opening. Yeah.
Yeah. And they pulled that line off. I'm like going, how is this even possible?
Yeah.
Guys, if you're betting minus 3.5 on OKC and you could get minus 150 on the money line, you're probably better off lowering your bet by 1 unit and taking the money line. Minus 150. It feels like it should be higher than that. There are 60s out there. Where are you on the money line, Art?
I think we're at 60.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. At minus 160, I would take the 3.5, though. So I think at minus 150 is where I probably draw the line. Okay, so you got, what is this college baseball you talk about?
The College World Series does start today, which is awesome.
In this World Series, are there other countries playing in it?
No.
Okay. Got it.
No, it's a World Series, just like Major League Baseball, Prez. They still call it World Series. But I believe it's the Super Regionals first before we actually get to Omaha. So we got at least a couple of weeks of this, Art, right? Don't we? We got.
We got to do some round robins. Then we get our best of threes, and then we go to Omaha. So we'll be doing this for 6 something weeks. So, but it does tip off tonight, or first pitch is today, actually this morning. And our 3 big liabilities: A&M, that's Texas A&M, Texas, and FSU. So those are the 3 we want to avoid. The top 2 teams, Georgia Tech and UCLA. And Georgia, who's actually the 3 overall seed, we do pretty well on.
Interesting.
Now, how many bets do you take on this stuff? And are you taking future bets?
Yeah, I mean, Prez, it's not a huge pool. It's obviously not going to compare to the college basketball championship or the college football championship, but it's a smaller pool, but definitely take bets throughout the year. And, it's not a liability that's going to make or break the book, but it's, definitely something we monitor throughout the year.
Yeah, this is a sport I know not. I mean, I couldn't name one single player in college baseball.
You, Prez, and 90% of the other people betting college baseball right now have not watched a game all year, but they will jump in now.
Are they using aluminum bats still? Is it an aluminum bat thing?
Of course.
Yes, it is. Okay. Which is why the totals, Prez, are hilarious in these games.
Hilarious.
15.5 in the Illinois-Chicago game. 14.5 in, I don't know, is this an Asian Brooklyn place? New Brooklyn.
LIU.
Yeah, LIU.
Like I'm supposed to know what the hell. I thought that was the first name of an Asian person.
That's why you got us here. Yep.
I'm guessing it's in Brooklyn.
I don't know where they're playing. Yeah, no, I don't. They're
what
super
does
regional.
LIU stand for?
Long Island University.
Of Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Is Brooklyn and Long Island the same place?
Very close.
Okay.
They are close.
Okay, there we go.
See?
So I'm learning things all. And where's Holy Cross?
Also New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Just don't argue with him, Art. Just let him go.
I don't know this stuff. Where's McMaster? Okay.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
You can't.
McGill University?
Yeah.
What?
McGill?
McGill. That's in Montreal. Great
That's
food.
It's the only one I know.
There we go. See?
It's the only one I
know. Great food in Montreal. Okay. Sharp bets. Let's continue. What else you got for us? UFC, some Major League Baseball. Let's go.
Absolutely. Baseball, 4 things to throw at you. They took the Angels. They took the Cardinals. They took the Guardians. They bet the Padres over. It was 9 over 105. Now 9 over 20, moving towards 9.5. UFC, the only bet to give you any information on is they took Cameron Smotherman at plus 250. Yeah, so they took Mr. Smotherman, which is a hilarious name, plus 250. That's from our top UFC guy. Couple of WNBA sharp plays. Laid 2 with the Mystic. Took under in that game, 168, and took over in the Dream game, 163.5.
There we go.
No French Open, Art? Anybody take nothing? Okay, there you go. Nobody knows anybody who's playing left now that Sinner's out.
They should call it the Paris Wide Open.
Exactly.
Yeah,
well
done,
no doubt.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate
we're gonna have to get
that.
a T-shirt with that. I like that one.
Okay, so we won our parlay of the day yesterday, everybody. Hello, us. Art, let's get right into today's parlay of the day. What do you got for us?
I'm taking the Padres on the road against the Nationals. The Nationals have been good on the road, but bad at home. Laying the short price with the Padres.
Joseph?
Oh, me? Let me see, Prez. You're going to love this. Is Severino pitching tonight?
Well, dude.
Yes, he is. So that means that I'll be fading Severino in Sacramento and backing the Yankees.
There we go. And I will take Carolina in regulation. It's a lot of juice, but the series is done, guys.
Oh, no faith. That's no faith at all.
I have total faith in Carolina.
In Carolina.
Yep.
Are you getting anything crazy in that, Art? Nothing?
I mean, we opened 210. We're now up to 250. That total has changed where, we were dealing 5.5s over 20. It's now 5.5 even money. Where I think by the time they drop that puck, that could be 5.5 under 15 or 20. We'll definitely need Montreal in the game. And Prez, we already have a Stanley Cup line up. Carolina minus 155. Take back on Vegas plus 135. Your thoughts?
Give me a whole lot of Vegas, please.
I feel the same way.
You know what? Give me Vegas in 6.
Oh,
I like it.
I like that.
I'm shocked actually at that line. And on top of all of that, Art, I mean, there's not really like a premium on Vegas like it is with, say, Boston or the Yankees, but there is still a higher premium on Vegas than there would be on Raleigh, Carolina.
Yeah,
wouldn't you think?
Yeah,
100%.
So on top of all, on top of all of that, there's probably 10 cents extra that you're getting. Yeah, Vegas is the play. Let's
Totally
ask
agree.
my friend Al Patel live on air. Al, you're live on air.
Oh boy,
Carolina or Vegas?
Vegas.
Okay, plus 120. There you go. Al Patel live on air. Live on air.
That's nice, Al. Very nice.
Goodbye, Al Patel.
Good talking to you.
Good stuff.
Yep, very nice.
Okay. Called 3 times in the last 4 minutes. Might as well take the damn call.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so there's our parlay of the day. Art, I know you got to get out of here on Fridays. You're a very busy man. Thank you for doing this, my brother. We'll see you on Tuesday. Joe, let's keep going, brother. Predictive markets. Before we get into that, let's talk some business. As we discussed, I won my 5% yesterday. Joe won his 5% yesterday. I swept the board. 3 of the last 4 days, I swept the board. I'm now on a 9-1 all sports run. Joe, come on, man. I mean, Jesus, dude. I came into Monday on a 4-7 run over the weekend thinking, holy shit, my 3-4 month run from the gods is over. And then I proceed to sweep Monday, sweep Wednesday, sweep Thursday. My clients are kicking ass, man. Anyway, I got 1 baseball play up for tonight and 1 hockey game. It's only $19. Head over to WagerTalk, grab both of them. What do you got going, Joe?
2 Major League Baseball games, in fact, up and loaded, ready to go. And I will have my NBA play up shortly for tomorrow because I think the market is going to move this. So I want to make sure everyone's locked in sooner rather than later. And you can get that over at my page at wagertalk.com there, Prez.
Perfect, brother. Joe, I'm holding up on any Bitcoin talk right now. I want to find winners in Bitcoin, but man, this is all over the map, dude. I woke up this morning, it was 72. Now it's 73.4. I think we're gonna see an upswing, but I'm not prepared to bet on it. I hate to pass, but I have to. Also, guys, Joe and I are gonna be doing a bunch of standalone predictive market videos next week. We're going to explain how to use Kalshi and all of these other sites. So stay tuned for that as well. But, Joe, I got nothing on Bitcoin, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Prez, it's one of the more volatile situations right now. So there's no point in jumping in there. But we did have a recommendation for a market that I can't help with, but I am sure you can help with since you actually have a much better idea than I do. I can't even make the conversion here. But a viewer texted in and wanted to know if you could look at this market and tell us whether or not the Toronto condo price market will drop below 600. Now, I don't know if that's 600,000.
It is.
Okay, so what is the condo market situation in Toronto, right? I'm guessing there's a ridiculous amount of inventory. Is that the problem?
Yeah, so I mean, look, firstly, most people don't actually realize how large Toronto is. One of the questions I commonly ask people in America is, how many people do you think live in Toronto? And most people come up with around 1 million as their answer, give or take, which is a pretty large number based on how, the towns in America.
Right.
There's actually 8 million people that live in Toronto.
That's
8
huge.
million.
Right.
Now, it's the 3rd largest city in North America. And when you look at cities like LA and Chicago that are larger, they're way more sprawled out. I mean, LA takes into account Orange County all the way to Chatworth, which is about a 1.5 hour drive. I remember when I was in my porn days, I used to head over to Chatworth a lot. I was I played the before guy, the nerd.
Nice.
Anyway, 8 million people in Toronto. Every immigrant that comes to this country comes into Toronto. And yeah, we had too many condos go up and we have a condo crisis. Do you know that the cheapest price of a home in Toronto, forget a condo, a home in Toronto is $1 million. That's the lowest. There's no homes in Toronto under $1 million. But as far as will the condo market go over or under 600, I'm not even
right now. They had the average condominium apartment selling price in the city of Toronto is right around $600,000. That is just I think we're crazy.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, Joe, I am hearing from my friends in construction and whatnot that they are starting to move the condos.
Okay.
So yeah, and ultimately what happened in Toronto and Vancouver, Joe, was that the rich Chinese people were buying up all of the houses and land and living in China. And that really mucked up the pricing of real estate in Canada. Vancouver did fix that by putting a 30% surtax on any non-resident or non-citizen buying or whatever. Like if you're from China and you want to own in Vancouver, you're paying 30% extra.
Wow.
But yeah, dude, it's insane. The real estate where I live is insane.
So the question is really, if you think that guys are just going to dump it, then the question is, you better have the actual demand for condos in Toronto if you're going to start. Otherwise, I mean, are prices going to start dropping, Prez? It feels like there's.
No, I think we're at the bottom, Joe.
You're at the bottom.
I'm hearing that there is going to be an upturn, but I don't know when, and it's just not my game. Like I'm not a real estate guy. I own a house in Whistler. I own a house in Toronto. Both houses aren't going to outperform the markets. Owning real estate is, a great diversification tool, but a horrible wealth creation technique.
An average price of $600,000 is absolutely
think what
crazy.
You can buy. What you can buy in Fort Lauderdale for $600,000.
Yeah, an outhouse. That's about what you can get for $600,000 in Fort Lauderdale right now.
Really?
Oh God, no!
What?
You can't touch anything in Fort Lauderdale for $600,000. Not anything that you'd want. But when you think Fort Lauderdale, you think ocean. I'm not sure what we're thinking with Toronto, because something tells me there's not a lot of beachfront in Toronto. But that's a huge price for a average price, no less, of condos, which has flooded the market. So interesting.
There's way more beachfront than you think, Joe.
Yes, there is. I know you have that one lake there.
We are on top of the Great Lakes.
Yeah, the lake. Yeah, I got you.
The one we're in is the one we touch is really easy to remember. Lake Ontario, where we're from.
Yes,
Ontario.
Correct. Yes.
Anyway, I don't want to talk about this topic. I'm anti-Canadian right now. So can we move on?
I wouldn't invest in any condos anytime soon at $600,000. My word.
No, it's not. Dude, kids cannot afford property in Canada anymore.
I didn't realize that was that kind of crazy of a market right now. That's nuts.
Bro.
600. But you're right. Most people only think there's about 1 million people in Toronto. No, there's a lot more than that to have an average price of $600K right now in condos. All right, Prez. So there we go. We're good to go there. Just a quick check-in also on the Knicks. Now that we do have a Game 7 to see if their price has gone up, and it has, Prez. We're up to 33 cents now from where they were when Oklahoma City and San Antonio were entering into Game 5, and it was around 27, 28 cents. It's now up to 33, and they haven't played a game since. So now that it's going to a Game 7, Oklahoma City down to 43 cents. And San Antonio is still 28 cents, Prez. It's nuts to me.
So, Joe, I don't know how you can bet the situation, because I don't think the New York Knicks are going to win, which means I can't bet the New York Knicks. And I don't know which one of these two are going through. So, no.
I still think the Oklahoma City no is a good price. I'm just saying. I think it is. I think this 7-game series is going to take its toll on both these teams. Just saying. But now's a good opportunity to buy low. Whoever you guys think might win the Game 7, it might be worth a couple little sprinkle here in this market because there's a couple of ways you can play this pro champion, the NBA Finals market here. And again, you're betting the repricing. You're not betting which one of these teams is going to win it. You just want to be able, and the Knicks are the only one in it right now. So the question is, can the Knicks win enough games to get higher than 33 cents right now? That's the question you have to ask. Should be fun to watch it go down, but I know you're all in on Vegas at this point. And that market, Prez, is also head-scratching right now, the finals market. I cannot believe Carolina, who still hasn't won it.
By it.
Are we getting a game 6, by the way?
No.
You don't think so, right?
No, I don't. And I honestly think Montreal is going to struggle to score a goal. But look, shout out to Montreal, Joe. They're a year early on their trajectory. I'm really impressed with how they've played. Martin St. Louis is an exceptional coach. They found a goaltender for the future. I think this team there is even talk that Crosby might find his way to Montreal. I think Montreal is a team to bet on in the future, but the future ain't tonight, bro.
And I'll tell you what, he's got some of the best facial expressions on the bench there. It cracks me up every time they go to St. Louis on the bench. He's got this are you kidding me look going on every time. It cracks me up. But I'll say this, Prez, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. 11 straight, 11-0 to the first period over, 1.5. I'm going to make it a cool 12 at this point, right? If it ain't broke.
Might as well. Let's get to our MLB rundown, my brother.
Let's do it. All right, plenty. 15 games, I think, in total here today, Prez. And it's going to start with the Braves and the Reds. Holmes versus Paddock. Sounds like runs. It's at the Great American Ballpark. Total sitting at 9. I'll take the over there. I told you yesterday, do not trust Paul Skeens. I do trust Paul Skeens. I didn't trust the bullpen of the Pirates. And guess what? Skeens was phenomenal. Bullpen melted down. And now they get to take on the Twins and not the Cubs. So that's good, though. Jones, rookie, going up against Taj Bradley. I'll take the Pirates to bounce back in this one. Nats and the Pirates. Giolito back on the mound for the Padres here. The Nats sending out Schultz. Yeah, I'm going to take the Padres there. Orioles and Blue Jays. I thought we'd get some runs yesterday, Prez. What we ended up getting was a 2-1 game. Kudos to your Jays. Rogers going for Baltimore. He has been a hot mess. But I do think the Blue Jays actually win again here. I think the Guardians with Slade Ciccone on the mound can handle the Red Sox, who are also a disaster. The Rays, are they going to win another game? Sure they will. It's against the Angels, and they're home. I'll take the Rays there. I do think the Marlins are a good dog here today against the Mets. Max Myers against Peralta. I'll take the Marlins, at least in the first 5. Imanaga against Leahy. I do like the Cardinals here at home at plus money. Cardinals, they don't do a lot right, but they do hit lefties well. I think Imanaga could be in trouble there. I do like the White Sox and the Tigers to score runs here. I'm going over. I do like no runs, actually, in this Royals and Rangers game. I'm going to go under in that one. I think the Astros at home with Tang, I think they can handle business against the Brewers here. I think we're going to get 1 trillion runs with the Giants and Rockies. Webb is off the IL after he spent 3.5 weeks there. Yeah, Lorenzen in Colorado. I'll go with the over. You already know Yankees and Severino. I'm going over. I like the Diamondbacks with Zach Gallen, and I like the Phillies over the Dodgers there, Prez. And that is your Major League Baseball rundown.
Wonderful stuff, Joe. Look, we've talked enough about the finals. So, I got out an ad on this NHL future, Vegas plus 120. What do you want to talk about with the NBA?
I just want to know, just so we know, Prez, you're not on Mitch Marner to be the Conn Smythe, right? Or we what did we land on? Fredrickson to get this? Because somebody asked me again. Carter Hart. There you go. Yeah. Carter Hart. Yep.
I think he's huge money too.
I think he's big. Yeah. At 11 cents, I'm with you there. That's one I am absolutely betting. And for the NBA, it all depends on who you think wins Game 7. Yeah. I also am liking the Knicks more and more. And if the Knicks win, I can tell you it's only going to be Brunson. the only one who's going to win.
I agree 100% on that, Joe.
Yep.
Guys, no mailbag section. That's the show. I'm going golfing. Lots of love to all of you guys.
Impressive.
Both my plays tonight are totals. I'm on a 44 and 11 run in totals, Joe.
That's 40, nice.
44 and 11.
I like that. That's good stuff, man.
Run in totals.
You're going to see her at the, you going to see her on the golf course? Is that when you're golfing?
So, okay. I freaking hope so.
Yep. Just want to make sure.
What one of the great things about growing old, Joe Raineri, there's a lot more scenery out there.
Yes, there is.
One of the shitty things about growing old, Joe Raineri,
there's a lot of
scenery out there.
Yes. There's a lot of real estate there, Prez. You just got to make sure the carpet and the... Never mind. Anyway, good hit straight there, Prez. Yeah, always a pleasure to see you, man. That's good. We'll get more of that. Talk to you.